So the next question, it says a helicopter gets up from a heliport. A heliport is where helicopters land and take off. Just like we have airports, helicopter uses a heliport. A helicopter gets up from a heliport at 12 noon, flying at a bearing of 150 degrees. He left a heliport at a bearing of 150 degrees. Look at it. At a bearing of 150, that means you go this way. This is 150 degrees. At a speed of a helicopter gets off from a heliport at 12 noon, flying at a bearing of 150 degrees to another heliport 300 kilometers away on an airspeed of 150 kilometers per hour. It was moving at 150 kilometers per hour. 150 kilometers per hour. Moving to another heliport that is 300 kilometers away. It encountered a steady wind coming from the northeast. The wind was coming from the northeast. The northeast is this way, so it's coming this way. It's coming from the northeast. So look at the wind. The wind blew from the northeast. The wind is coming from the northeast. This is north. This is south. This is east. This is west. So the wind is coming from the northeast. The wind is coming from the northeast with a speed of 25 kilometers per hour. With a speed of 25 kilometers per hour. With a speed of 25 kilometers per hour. What is the time of arrival of the helicopter? What is the time of arrival of the helicopter? That's what the question said. Find the time of arrival of the helicopter. So the first thing we do is to get the final speed the helicopter used. That is the resultant. The resultant. Look at this. So that was somewhere here. This angle here, this is 150. That means the whole of the straight angle of the rise is 180. So this will be 30. This will be 30. And this is coming from the northeast. So this will be northeast is 45 degrees from either north, half of the space of 90. So this will be 45 degrees. This will be 45 degrees. That means the two of them will be 75 degrees. So if two of them is 75 degrees, because look at the resultant here. If it's 75 degrees, 180 minus 75, that will be that is 105. 180 minus 75, that means this is 105 degrees. So this R here, this is 25 kilometers per hour. And this is 150 kilometers per hour. So R squared is equal to 150 squared plus 25 squared minus 2 times 150 times 25 cos the angle, which is in this case 105, cos 105 degrees, by using cosine rule. Using the cosine rule. So if I work out this, I got that R squared is 21183.88. R squared is equal to 2113. 2183.86. 83.86. That means R is equal to the square root of 21183.86. That is R. the resultant, which I got to be about 145.55. Or 145.55 kilometers per hour. So this is the speed, the final speed of the helicopter to that. Now we are told that it took off at 12 noon. So we now check how long did it take to cover the 300 kilometers. Time is equal to distance over velocity, which in this case distance is 300. 300 kilometers. 300 kilometers divided by 145 divided by the velocity 145.55. That will give us the time it took to do the 300 kilometers. So which I got to be 2.06 hours. And it took off 12. So if it took off 12, that means if we get to the point of arrival will be 12 noon plus 2.06, which will give me, that's 12. Then 1 o'clock, 1 hour is 1 o'clock. 2 hours is 2 o'clock, 2 point. So it will land there at 2.06 p.m. That's the time it will arrive at the next heliport. It will arrive at 2.06 p.m. That's the time it will arrive. So, again, let me call out the question. A helicopter, I've just been able to get the resultant, knowing the distance traveled. I divide by the velocity, resultant velocity. I get the time used to do that journey from 12 noon. So it uses 2 hours and 2 hours, 2.06 hours. So, and that means it will land, because 1 hour to 12 noon is 1 o'clock. 2 hours to 12 noon is 2 o'clock, 2.06 p.m. That is what it will use to get there. So a helicopter gets up, the question says a helicopter gets up from a heliport at 12 noon, flying at a bearing of 150 degrees Celsius or 150 degrees to another heliport, 300 kilometers away. On an airspeed of 150 kilometers per hour, it encountered a steady wind coming from the northeast at a speed of 25 kilometers per hour. What is the time of arrival of the helicopter? What is the time of arrival of the helicopter? What is the time of arrival of the helicopter? So simple, we get the final speed the helicopter used to land, which is the resultant after showing the locations by bearing as shown here. Using the cosine rule, we get that resultant. When we get that resultant, the distance is already given to us, which is 300 kilometers. If we divide distance by velocity to get time, and that gives us 2.06 hours. Added to 12 noon, that gives 2.06 p.m. Thank you very much.